watch Damien. My friend is on frequency if you would like to try and watch another Echo India station there. He's Echo India 6 Juliet Golf Bravo. If you're interested there, Echo India 6 Juliet Golf Bravo is his call sign. He's just sent me a message on WhatsApp to say he can hear you. Victor 41 Hotel Tango, Echo India 6 Lima Foxtrot.
Echo India 6 Lima Foxtrot. Yeah, if you can hear me, go ahead. The other EI6 station. This is Damien, originally from Tyrone in Belize. Go ahead.
Yeah, QSL Damien, Victor 31 Hotel Tango. This is Echo India number 6 Juliet Golf Bravo. Echo India 6 Juliet Golf Bravo. The name is Dohi. And similar report to Brian there. You're 5 and 3. 53 there, Damien. I love it to hear you.
Ah, fantastic. Fantastic. You're 5 and 7, peaking 5 and 8. 5 and 7, peaking 5 and 8. Working conditions. I'm sitting on a jetty. It's a bit blowy today. It's warm, about 30 odd degrees plus. I'm a bit sunburnt being Irish, as you know. We burn like hell. And I'm using an Alex loop. Go ahead.
I'll be honest with you, I didn't quite understand what the question was. Can you repeat the question?
Negative. I was just giving you the working conditions. Elecraft KX2, 10 watts, and a 1 meter Alex loop. A 1 meter magnetic loop. Over.
QSL, the working conditions. Okay, no problem. So I'm using a cubicle quad. We're using a flex radio and a cubicle quad. And around about 350 whiskies, 350 whiskies, would be the operating conditions this side there, Damien. So we're probably running a little bit more power than yourself.
Yeah, I think your aerial's doing most of the work. I'm above the sea, so the jetty sticks out above the Caribbean Sea, and that's using the sea would be an amplifier for me. Go ahead.
I mean, the amplifier, I've got to admit now, the amp is, you can't replace a good antenna with an amp. I mean, at the end of the day, the antenna is everything. If you've got the antenna right, then you don't really, well, I say you don't need the amp, but I have to say this, and I'm being very honest here. When myself and Brian know each other very well, and when the beams and things went up, they're fantastic and they are absolutely amazing, but sometimes when the band isn't in the best of shape and you have the extra power of just being able to throw a couple of 100 watts more at the signal, even you don't even need kilowatts, even for 400 or so more, it just gives you an edge, and it makes it so much easier to be heard and stuff. So I would highly recommend the amp. It is a good investment.
Yeah, Roger, but I was saying my amplifier today is the Caribbean Sea. Because I'm only running 10 watts, but the mag loop is suspended over the water. Over.
So 10 watts, that's amazing. Yeah, absolutely fantastic signal there with only 10 whiskies. And in the Caribbean there, I suspect the coax might be a little bit too long, hi.
Yeah, Roger. The coax is 1.5 meters long. 1.5 meters long into the mag loop, and always the sea. I worked Australia 4 years ago from this place. I worked into Brisbane from this using 10 watts, and you could actually hear me on 5 watts as well. So you can't beat salt water. Over.
Yeah, QSL, no problem whatsoever. I feel a bit guilty here because Brian was the one who asked you to call me there, and he's still on the frequency there. So let me pass it over to Brian there. So Brian, I don't want to leave Brian out of the conversation. I feel very guilty about that there. So let me pass it over to him. EI6LF from EI6JTB in the group. Yeah, no problem, Dahi. 1 second now. Yes, it's actually great. I'm actually enjoying listening here, even Damien, to you and Dahi having a chat there. We're in a friend group here on WhatsApp, and I'm joking saying that we're talking to them. Probably the highlight QSO of the day for me, Damien. QSO.
Roger, Brian. And I'll tell you what as well, I've recorded it and I've done a little couple of pan shots across the palm trees and the coconut trees and the Caribbean Sea. So I'll stick this all up in a video on YouTube and then I'll send you a wee email. Over.
I have a question. It doesn't sound like a Caribbean accent, so are you closer to us originally, Damien?
County Tyrone. I'm from County Tyrone, just outside of Omagh, place called Fintna. Over.
Oh, brilliant. I'm not going up that far in the morning, but I'm up at 4 o'clock to go to Sligo. I'm down here in Limerick, and Donny's obviously in Limerick as well, so definitely, I don't think I had my email on you on yours, but Donny has definitely dropped in an email. It'd be great to see that. Absolutely fantastic. And even better that you're from Ireland originally, Gilmore.
That's fantastic to hear an EI station. I think, in fact, you're the first 2 EI stations I've ever worked from Belize. So a friend of ours is getting married out here, so me and the missus flew over from London on Tuesday and then stayed with friends in Texas Tuesday night and then flew down to Belize on the Wednesday. And they're getting married tomorrow. So it's a big Caribbean do. My cousin lived out here years ago. That's why I knew it. I first came out here in the 80s. The mid 80s, about 86. Go on ahead.
Brilliant. It's fantastic because I did, when we were in the opposite direction, I done a wedding in, where was it, in Bali back in 2008. And it was brilliant. So that's the one to remember there, Damien. Right, I'll throw you back to Dottie there. Pass the stick to Dottie. Over to you, Dottie. Yeah, cheers, Brian. And he was absolutely brilliant there. When you said you were from up near Omagh, I was like, oh, come on. That was brilliant. I was absolutely, you've made my evening now. Now you heard that, I tell you now, you've made my evening, Damien.
Yeah, well, it's an absolute pleasure. It's 2:30 here, about 14:35. And I have to wrap everything up in the next 5 minutes. I was going to do a bit of FT8 because I wasn't getting very much because it's very windy on the dock. I've come down a little bit, still over the sea, put it up and did a wee bit of a shout out and got used to gentlemen, which is absolutely first class. And that's made my night as well. So I'll have some Caribbean rum for you tonight and I'll raise a glass. I'll put it back to you for a final, put a bow on it, and we'll say 7-3 from the beautiful Caribbean. Go ahead.
Yeah, QSO. Well, listen, if you're making a YouTube video there, if you look at my QRZ page, my email is up on there. My email address is up on the QRZ there. So if you've done a YouTube video there, send me the link. I'd be absolutely delighted to have a look at that. I'm sure Brian would as well. So that'll be fantastic there, my friend. Really appreciate it there, and absolutely fantastic there. I'm delighted to get you in the log, and as Brian is there. So let me throw it over to Brian. He can tie the ribbons on it, but many thanks, Damien. It's been absolutely fantastic, and I hope we work again very soon. But I'd love to get the email there with the YouTube link there. 73, Damien, and I'll pass you back round to Diamond. To Brian there. EI6JGB returning to EI6LS. Yeah, no, it is brilliant. Definitely, I look forward to seeing that video. We'll throw some in the there, because I'll test for them to see that one there. It's absolutely brilliant. And it's even better because they're on the mag loop, to be honest, and Alex loop, because there's a thing that I was asking to do that's the mag loop for all kinds of the 178, but I haven't seen it working like that. And of course, you have the salt water and all that, but still, absolutely brilliant. It's one for the books, Damien, and definitely I'm jealous now that you're going to have a nice Caribbean rum or something tonight. I can't drink anything because I have that early start in the morning there, quite a drive up to Sligo, but there you go. Damien, 7-3, it's been an absolute pleasure, and you're in the log there, Stuart, bye-bye.
All right, gentlemen, the pleasure was all mine. Brian Dahy, 7-3, take care, all the best, bye-bye now.